Hello everybody, Miss Jackie Russell here and welcome to my channel. And hey guys, today I want to talk to you guys about what I eat. Yeah. And how I lost weight a long time ago, and I can't say that I've kept it completely off, but I think I have kept all of it off but about 5 pounds, maybe 6. And I use her plans and I use some of her supplements on a regular basis, and I want to share it with you because I just ordered another big old box of nutrients. And when I say nutrients, I want to say that I know for a fact that her food is very high nutrition and it's very good, and she is a nutritionist, and many of you may know her. She is Haylie Pomroy, and Haylie Pomroy has several books. She's got the Fast Metabolism Diet book, Fast Metabolism Diet book number 2, and she's got some other cookbooks, but she's got the Burn. And this here is for people for when the scale is stuck and what to eat, and or if you're just trying to heal. And I usually now use her food plans for maintenance because I do have some GI problems. I've got the plaque psoriasis. I've got some thyroid issues. I will say that all my elevations of all my tests came back good as far as my blood markers when I started eating the Haylie Pomroy, which the doctors were impressed. But I wanted to show you real quick while I got this Burn book. And why I can't find it in the first section, I don't know. But if you're new here, consider subscribing. I'd love to have you here. And we do a lot of different things on this channel. And one thing I do like is health. And these are the things that it can do for you. Why aren't you losing weight? Is inflammation causing your body weight loss resistance? Digestion causing your weight loss resistance, or hormones causing your weight loss resistance? Then she has these plans, the Burn Inflammation Intervention, which I'm probably going to have to go on because I think that because I just found out that I have intolerance to gluten, that I have a lot of inflammation going on. And then you've got the D-Burn for digestive intervention, which I could use that too because I have GI problems. They've got the H-Burn hormonal intervention, and my hormones are pretty much basically stable, so that's not bad for me. There's more kindling success booster, so she gives you some more clues. And then Meals in a Flash, it's got complete recipes in here, and living your life on fire. And what she means by that, by your metabolism burning and working correctly. So she has a lot of good things. I have done the D-Burn for hormonal and got that all in, situated. And I need to do the one for either inflammation or digestion. And I'm probably going to do that. And the box of things that I got here, I can, interchange with that. And she gives you complete instructions if you want to get this book, if you're interested in finding out about it. But on this one, it says day 1, which I'm not sure what plant. Oh, this is the D-Burn this is for digestive. So when you wake up, you're going to weigh yourself, I guess, and do what she says there. She's got the breakfast of 1 serving D-Burn smoothie, D-Burn tea. So, she gives you all the recipes in here. You're going to have a mid-morning snack with some of that Burn soup. And then you're going to have a lunch and a serving. It is a lot to keep up with, I will admit to that. And it can be a little daunting, but the thing about it is she gives you complete instructions. And so she continues on with your afternoon. You're going to have a snack. You're going to have an afternoon snack. Let's see, you're going to finish 75% of your water by the afternoon. And I do try to do that. I drink half my body weight in water every day. And then you're going to get to have an evening snack. And you can see here for your digestion, it's 1 cup of prunes with a half a cup of water, a tablespoon of lemon. Simmer for 20 to 30 minutes or until soft. Now, I've eaten that recipe and it's good. So don't think that it's going to be bad, and that is so good for your digestive system. So she's got lots of little tips. This book is just full of good meals. This is one of my favorite recipes. I've got it marked here. It's the cilantro, shrimp, and green beans. This is such a good recipe. If y'all can just snapshot that, if you're interested, I don't think you'd be disappointed. My whole family likes that shrimp recipe, but there's some great recipes. She gives you everything you need. And if you're like me and you might not have time to do all that cooking, then she has supplemental foods, shakes that you can get. And I do want to mention on the shakes that I'm real picky about that. Let me get this open. Now, I want to mention real quickly, last year there was a company that was trying to get many of us to promote their product. And I can't remember the name, but they were doing shakes and they were big all over the place. I mean, like they were doing a big splash. And they asked me, and I kept trying to find their ingredients on their bottles or on their canisters for their shakes because, you know, that's what they were pushing the most. And I don't like to drink high sugar shakes because I've gotten used to Haylie's program and I couldn't find anything. So I sent Sue, Reviews with Sue, a message. I said, can you snapshot or send me what's in that? You know, what is the ingredients? How much sugar? And so she snapshot that to me, and those shakes were high in sugar and carbohydrates. And that's kind of a no-no if you're trying to lose weight. And it's not good if you've got sugar problems or you're trying to keep them under control. And so I asked her to snapshot the ingredients itself because that was really going to be the telltale of what was actually in it. And if I'm not mistaken, now it had protein, might have had some pea protein, they might have used egg protein in theirs, which is not bad, but they used some modified ingredients in there, like modified cornstarch, so that it'll thicken up and be a little thicker for you. Oh, I knew right then and there I wasn't getting it. So I declined to promote that because I knew of a better protein drink than that. And that's the only reason, not because I'm better than anybody, not because, you know, it didn't work for somebody. If they tried it, they might have lost weight or felt good on it. But I just knew for me, I didn't want that in my system. Now, I will also tell you, if you watch that Dr. Grundy, whatever, he's always getting on there about his shakes, and I was so impressed with his, I guess you call it his teleprompt advertisement with all the details that he was given. I knew that he knew what he was talking about. Well, I ordered his shakes and I was so excited, and then when I got them, I had one expecting it to be all natural ingredients, and I had a reaction. And guess what? Yes, modified cornstarch was in his drinks. That's not natural, that's not normal, and it's not good for our bodies. And I probably sound like a broken record, but modified ingredients, our body cannot digest them properly, and you can have all kinds of bad results or bad reactions. You may be having influx, you may be having heartburn all the time, you may be having bad gas all the time, you may be having like cramps, like your intestines hurt. All kinds of things could happen. Doesn't mean you're having diarrhea, doesn't mean you're having constipation. You can be having other issues, and the whole thing comes down to modified ingredients being put in your body because you don't realize it and your body can't process it. When it cannot process it, what does it do with it? It inflames your body. So then your body's all inflamed and you don't know why. You can gain up to 5 to 6 pounds. I've gained up to 7 pounds overnight eating something that had modified and bad ingredients. And there's one restaurant in our town, it's a chain, I can't think of the name of the chain, it's a Mexican restaurant. Ate there overnight, blew up 7 pounds, which means they not only had modified ingredients in their things that they were feeding me, but they also had to have bad oils. Cottonseed oil is not a good oil. It's a dirty oil. It's not good for your body. It can't process it right. Some people can't process whey. Some can't process like canola oils. You know, for a while there, they were telling us how healthy canola oil was over vegetable oil. Well, it's not. Yeah, so anyways, I've gone on that little rant, but I just want you to know why I stick with Haylie. Okay, the first thing I'm going to show you is her metabolism shake. This here is green. Yeah, it's a green shake, and it's got greens in it. Look at all those ingredients. There's a bunch of wholesome ingredients, and your total fiber in here is 4 grams. Your total sugars, look at that, total sugars is 1 gram. I think there was 5 grams in that other product, but it tastes good. And it's green, but this is the way I get my greens. I take 1 shake every day. If I'm doing a cleansing with her, I'll do her 10-day cleanse, and she sends you the complete, you know, with the canisters and complete package and information. Here, I have a book, hold on. You buy her kit, you're going to get the 5 and 10-day fast metabolism cleanse. Going to include 3 of these. If you get the 10-day, I think it has 2 in the 5-day. You get a shaker, you get everything you need as far as shakes. But she gives you recipes, and she tells you, like on this one, you can do your own thing, and you can make your own recipes. And the reason that's kind of blank is because she's just telling you what you're going to have. 2 shakes, 1 meal, 2 snacks, and you can figure out your own meals. But like on this one, it's going to give you specifics. You're going to have a half a cup of berries with a half a cup of carrots and a lunch with that shake, and you're going to have an apple. You're going to also have a shake for breakfast. She has you eating about every 2 to 3 hours, but it heals your body. And then you're going to have an apple and a half a cup of celery sticks. Then you're going to have chili. Freeze the leftovers because you're going to use it in the future. And then you have the guide of 2 shakes, 1 meal, 2 snacks. But every day she goes through with you till you're going on all shakes when you're cleansing. And I've done that many times. And on this, on the 10-day, you can lose up to 10 pounds in 10 days. Because you're doing it with foods, and she's a nutritionist and she knows what she's talking about. But a lot of times, because I've been on it so many times and I just want to do a mini cleanse, I'll do the 5-day. And the 5-day is just like the 10-day, but of course you don't have as many days. So you start off kind of the same on the first day, and then you start off with less on the second. And then on the 4th day is when you're doing all shakes. And then on the 5th day, on the last meal, you're bringing back a meal. But look, the recipes, what are we having? We're having leftover turkey soup with pumpkin seeds, and it's very good. I mean, it's like having chicken soup. I actually use chicken a lot. But anyway, you get one of these if you order that kit. Now, I just ordered outright because I've got plenty of the shakers. I've got the recipe. I mean, this is something you can tangible, you can keep and hang on to. But anyway, I got 3 of these, and they were on sale, and I think they're about $187. Now, what I do every day for maintenance and to make sure I get my greens, because that's the one thing that most of us don't eat enough of, I'll drink one of these shakes in the morning, or if I eat something else for breakfast, I'll decide to have a shake in the evening. But this is in stock in my kitchen all the time. I have it every day just about. There probably are some times. And then, of course, if I'm going on her 10-day eating plan, then I follow this thing to the letter, and it works good. Now, I got 3 of those in here. And the other thing I have in here, I take her metabolism fatty acids. How many times do you buy like fish oil and things like that, and you're always burping that up or whatever, and it's just disgusting? Well, these are great for metabolism, not only your metabolism, but also for your hormones and everything. And, you know, good for your brain, all that kind of stuff. There's the ingredients. And the thing about these is that you can chew these up if you want to. You can actually eat these, so to speak. It's high in ALA, omega-3s, essential fatty acids. And I take 3 of these every day. You're supposed to probably take it if you're on a diet 2 times a day, but I do it once. And then I ordered her Metabolism Colon. I like this. Now, a lot of people may not care about this, but to cleanse out your colon, or if you're doing a cleanse, she actually recommends, and it'll come in your kit. 1 bottle of this will come in your kit if you're doing a 10-day cleanse to help keep things moving, because you don't want things sitting in your digestive tract, in your intestines. You want it moving out, moving out. So this helps that, and it's a colon cleanser, I guess you could say. And that is the ingredients in these. It's got magnesium, so that's a big thing right there. And we just talked about magnesium the other day. And then she's got a proprietary recipe, so to speak, with herbs to help you. So this is something that I would incorporate it if I'm doing all shakes or going on a fast. And I do different kinds of fasts, but when I'm using her fast, I go by her rules. The other thing I ordered, and I think I told y'all, I take zinc. This is Metabolism Zinc Glycinate. Now, the reason I buy her specific, I can't find substitutes for this. Nobody out there, I don't think, carries quite this. So I get them from her. You can get 2 jars, about $89. And I think I got 3 of these for like $89 or $90. You know, it's not cheap, but the thing about it is you're getting the real thing. You're getting what it's really made out of. It's not just a bunch of filler inside of a capsule. So, I mean, that's very important. And, you know, I can't stress that enough. And I know I just showed y'all by optimizers, and I'm going to look into that. I am testing those out. I am going to use them separately. Like, I'm not going to be taking something of theirs that has high zinc if I don't need it, because I'll be getting it in their product. Same way with the magnesium. If I'm taking magnesium, I might not want to be doing Metabolism Colon. But I will say I haven't found anything that clears the colon as well as this one does. So this is colon. Now, the other that I'm taking is digestion. So it is for the digestive tract. So it may have different ingredients, which I'm sure it does, because it's going to be helping me repair the walls of my colon and or my intestines, my digestive tract. Maybe we'll just say GI tract. That sounds better. But that's pretty much all I have in here. I ordered her 3-pack on the zinc. And I take this. If you don't know what zinc's for, you don't want to overdo zinc, okay? Zinc is something that you're going to take in small amounts. Matter of fact, her dosage is 1 capsule per day. And like I said, if I'm taking zinc, or I know zinc is high in something else that I'm taking, then I will not even take this. Because if I take too much minerals, believe it or not, I get constipated from it severely. So I know if I'm overdosing on something, and I just quit it. And I know y'all might not want to talk about all that, but I'm just telling you, I know. So I back off. I figure it out. I can't take calcium. I know hundreds of people that take calcium supplements. There's no way I can take those. I've got plenty of calcium. I don't need it, and it causes severe pain of constipation if I take calcium supplements, because I don't need it. Same way with iron. There are certain things, and everybody has to know their own body, but there's certain things that I do need and I have to take. Just like there'll be certain things that you need and you'll need to take. Whether you do it or not, that's up to you. But you need to find those things out for yourself. Learn your body. Listen to your body, because it'll tell you if something's not right. I mean, when you eat something, let's say you eat something like some fruits and vegetables, and all of a sudden your nose just starts running. Guess what? You're allergic to something you just ate. You may not know what it is because you've had several things. But if your nose is running after you've just eaten something, 9 times out of 10, you're having a reaction to one of those items. I found out by that way that I can't eat green peppers. Green peppers just make me flow out like a river. So no green peppers for me. Can I eat red peppers? Yes. Bell peppers, they don't bother me at all. So you do have to know your body. Eggplant will kill me. Yeah, I am highly, highly allergic to eggplant, and I almost died from it. So am I going to eat eggplant? No. When I go to restaurants, when we go to Mexico and other places, they would say, do you have any food allergies? Yes, I'm allergic to eggplant. And they do cook with a lot of eggplant in those other countries. So they made sure that I didn't get any. So yeah, you just have to know your body. But these are the things that I do for my health. And I'm not necessarily doing them at this point in my life to lose weight. I mean, if I lost 5 or 10 pounds, I'll be very happy. I'm fine with that. But I usually stay around the same weight, give 5 pounds. So I mean, I'm not going to starve myself and or withhold things from myself. And when I say withhold things, my kind of treat is some dark chocolate. I can eat pistachios. I love pistachios. So my, I guess, weaknesses or indulgences are probably different than yours because there's so many things I can't eat. Now I found out I can't even eat gluten. So, I mean, that just takes out a lot of stuff that you can't eat, especially from the store when it's pre-made. And it's just so frustrating. But I'm hoping that by using the Bioptimizers and by using my Haylie Pomroys for food nutrition, I can heal myself and my body can get back into healing. And I don't know what caused those things. The only thing I can say that causes them is that our foods are heavily processed. And they're processed more and more to the point that bread practically has no nutrition anymore. And it's not just bread, it's a lot of other things too. But those are the things that come to mind that's been highly processed. And then they've got a lot of modified foods. And then, you know, even bananas were modified. They were the first thing that were modified because they were going extinct. And the only way to keep us in bananas back in the 50s, I think, was someone learned how to, I guess, clone them or something, modify them. And we have bananas, which is wonderful. But now science has just gone nuts. And some of the stuff that they put in there, just our bodies can't process. And a lot of people are sick with inflammation and all kinds of diseases. And I'm not saying it's only because they've been eating that kind of stuff. There's no way to really know that. I'm not no doctor, and I'm certainly not a scientist. But I do know my body. I know when I eat certain things, it rejects it. And some of the things it rejects are things that are not natural and that my body cannot process, not the way God made it. So those things we have to read our body or hear our body. So if you've eaten something and you have reaction, take note of what you just ate. And you might not can eliminate or figure out what it is right then. What you can do is, let's just say you had toast and eggs. Well, you could be allergic to either one of them. I'm not allergic to eggs, but now I just know now that I can't even eat bread. So for me, it was bread that was causing my problem. But for you, it could be eggs. It could be the butter, you know, the dairy. So it could be if you're using, I don't know, the oil, if you're using cottonseed oil or some dirty oil cooking your eggs, it could be that. So look at what you're eating, what you're cooking with, and when you go to the store, read the labels. When you go to a restaurant, kind of ask them, what do you make, you know, what do you use in it, what's in it. Try to order the most natural thing that you can. This is something years ago when McDonald's came out with the strawberry lemonade. I loved those. And I would even buy Malibu coconut rum, and I would put me Malibu coconut rum in those and have me a slushie, I guess you could say, a drink, almost like a daiquiri. And every year when they'd come out with that, I just loved going to get those, with or without the coconut rum. Okay, I liked them. But that was one thing that I did do Well, about 4 years ago, McDonald's came here in Wills Point, and I was so excited, and I drove down there because it was springtime. They had the strawberry lemonade, and I went and got me one, and I was just drinking it on the way home. It was just tasting so good, and I just loved it, and I was so happy to have it, and I was going to put me a little coconut rum in it. But by the time I got home, I started not feeling good. My stomach was acting up, and it was starting to hurt. And this goes into my stomach, it gets into my intestines, and it just feels like it's churning. That's how it feels. Now, I don't get diarrhea. You'd think I'd be having diarrhea. No, it is just churning in there because it doesn't know what to do with it. And it's trying to process it, digest it. I don't know. It just hurt. And my husband said, well, what'd you eat? And I said, well, I hadn't had anything. I just had that strawberry lemonade. And he said, well, maybe they got something in that. And I said, oh, no, I've gotten those before and they're just fine. Well, made me think, go look it up. So I got on the internet, looked it up, and you can get the ingredients of things on the internet because I think the FDA makes them provide that. I'm not sure, but I think so. Sure enough, right there in the middle of them ingredients, they had added modified cornstarch. My heart sank. I knew right then and there I could not ever have that drink again. At least not there. I could make a homemade one myself, but I don't usually drink slushies too much, and I seldom ever drink alcohol, so it's not like I'm going to rush out and go do that. But at that particular time, I was excited because I thought, oh, yay, I could have a little treat. And it wasn't a treat. It was painful. So listen to your body. Pay attention and do process of elimination. Eliminate something if you think that it might have caused you to have a reaction. Like I said, it can be as simple as a runny nose. You could have a cough. You could get a bad tickle in your throat. That's happened to me. I'm allergic to certain sugars, and I don't know which ones they are because it's usually in a combined, well, the last time that happened was a York peppermint patty. And the thing about York peppermint patties for me is, number one, it has corn syrup. And I'm a little bit sensitive to corn syrup, and you might be too and don't know it. But I think they've changed the recipe where something else was in there because my throat was getting all tickly. I could hardly talk. I was coughing and gagging, and I felt like I was having an allergic reaction. And I'm sure I was. So now I can't eat those. I sound like a broken record, don't I? But it goes back to paying attention. If I didn't pay attention, I wouldn't know what it was that I ate that caused that. And then the next time I eat one, and that's how you test it, is eat it again. And if you have a reaction similar to what you just had, then you can eliminate that from your diet because you know your body's reacting to it negatively. So that's one way that you can do process of elimination. And that's what I have to do and have done over the years. That's how I know that there's so many things that I can't eat. But I should rephrase it. I can eat them, and I'll live and I'll be fine. I'll just might have a little bad side effect that I don't like. And I don't like feeling bad. I don't like feeling like I've got bloating. I don't feel like I want to have heartburn. There's just so many negative side effects to eating some of these foods that I just don't want to deal with. So I don't. I choose not to. So I say I can't eat them. So I can't eat them because they don't make me feel good. So, but I choose not to eat them is what it basically goes down to for my health. So this video is getting long. I'm going to let you go. If you got any questions about Haylie Pomroy, I have been using her products since 2014, I think. Maybe even longer. Long time I've been eating her foods and doing her meal plans, and all my foods changed, but they were all delicious because she has great recipes. But anyways, that's all I have today for the Haylie Pomroy and what I do to get my greens. And that's the main thing I was telling you about this is the greens, because I do take that every day. So I make sure I have my daily requirements of green vegetables, because she puts kale and spinach and probably some other green broccolis and stuff in there. It makes it very healthy. and it doesn't taste bad. You can also mix in like a tablespoon of chocolate if you want to make it a chocolatey flavor. I've done that before, but I usually just drink it straight up, no problem. And I take these every day, so I like these. And they look like cow pills practically, but you take 3 of them, and I just chew them up, put them in my mouth, and just, it's 4 o'clock, it's time to have some. You can swallow them, but because it's natural oils, they don't taste bad. And she said, if you chew them, the ingredients of the high ALA omega-3s go right into your bloodstream because you've bursted it. It's going through your saliva, and it's going into your body quicker. So anyways, got that taken care of for today. Now, I do add a couple of things with that. I have a DIM product that I take. That's for hormones. Okay, I'll take those 3. These are for my hormones and for helping my metabolism move along quickly. And what I mean by that is it helps everything metabolize quicker in my system. Anyway, I take the olive leaf extract, and I take a pure. This is DIM 3, and then I'll take this, the new chapter estrone. Found this at Grove. Found this, of course, on Amazon, and I found this on Amazon. Now, Haylie has some products that'll be more specific for this, and she calls it, well, I don't remember what she calls it, but they're her fat-fighting vitamins. And I have found that these work, and they're a little bit less, so I've gone with that. I haven't found anything to substitute for these. And then this I just added on because I found it from Grove, and I thought it's going to help with hot flashes, which I don't really have those anymore, but I have night sweats still. So, and all these things help. And this helps with that as well. It keeps all my hormones balanced. And believe it or not, the olive leaf extract does as well. So all those things combined, along with that, my Haylie stuff. And of course, I'm starting to buy optimizers, and so far, so good. I don't have anything negative to say, really, but I don't have enough to tell you about results. But as for today and Haylie Pomroy, that's all I have. Check my descriptions for any giveaways that's going on. Be sure and join in on the hashtag 2025 Year of the Jubilee. Be healthy for 2025. And with that said, that's all I have. And as usual, I wish you all a blessed and happy day. Bye-bye.